Winter should be the peak season for pork consumption, but in China, pork prices have plummeted. Coupled with occasional outbreaks of African swine fever, pig farmers are incurring losses to the extent that they're left with nothing.
Oh heavens, I can't do this anymore. I won't do it. Every day I'm scared, worrying if the pigs are eating well, sleeping well, or getting sick. Look at these prices. It's been a year without a single happy moment. And now there's another epidemic among pigs. It's getting worse.
Netizens commented on the video, expressing their sorrow and pain. One mentioned how hard it is, with prices not rising and the severe sickness of the pigs. Another said that they completely exited the pig farming industry in 2022 because it was too difficult.
Which venture is making the most loss in 2023? It's not buying stocks or real estate funds. It's pig farming.
This is what a financial blogger with over 3.3 million followers on Douyin said in mid-November 2023 in a video titled "Pig Farming Has Ruined the Riches." The blogger mentioned that his mother noticed the reduced pork prices in the market. He quickly checked the news and was even more surprised, exclaiming, "This isn't just cheap, it's a plummeting downfall." According to a report by CCTV News, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Affairs surveyed 500 wholesale markets nationwide. As of the second week of November 2023, the price of live pigs dropped by 42.1% year-on-year, nearly halving. With pork prices not rising, each pig is sold at a loss of 300 yuan, an unsustainable situation. Even the wealthiest pig farmers in various regions have suffered. The blogger cited examples like Qingying Lin's Mu Yuan's foodstuff, which has a market value of 250 billion yuan at its peak in 2021, dubbed the Maotai of pigs. Now, its market value is just over 200 billion yuan, a drop of 50 billion in just 2 years. Liu Yaohong's New Hope stock saw an even worse drop, losing 70% of its value since September 2020, with a current market value of less than 46 billion yuan. Even more tragic is the case of Lin Yinsun's Jiangxi Zhengbang Tech, which lost over 30 billion yuan in 2 years. In 2023, it faced bankruptcy liquidation, teetering on the brink of delisting. A Tencent article stated that the entire listed pig farming industry lost a total of 15.5 billion yuan in the first half of 2023. With Wen's foodstuff group, New Hope, Mu Yuan Foodstuff, and Zhengbang Tech taking the lead, essentially the whole industry was incurring losses. In 2023, the average spot price for live pigs in China was far below the cost, a first in nearly a decade. According to sales briefs from various listed pig farming companies, the selling price of pigs in the first half of 2023 was below 15 yuan per kilogram. In the second half of 2022, it was generally above 20 yuan per kilogram. MySteel data showed that as of December 31, 2023, the national average price for off-site hybrid pigs was 14.12 yuan per kilogram, a decrease of 0.33 yuan per kilogram from the previous month. For the whole year, the average price for off-site hybrid pigs in 2023 was 15.03 yuan per kilogram, a decrease of 3.77 yuan per kilogram from 2022, a drop of 20%. Simultaneously, MySteel data also revealed that as of the 49th week of 2023, the national average price for culled sows was as low as 8.92 yuan per kilogram, a week-on-week drop of 11% and a year-on-year drop of 50%, marking the lowest point in the past 3 years. In contrast, monitoring data show that on January 14, 2021, the national average price for off-site hybrid pigs was as high as 36.78 yuan per kilogram. Media reports indicate that more substantial losses are expected in 2024, which will pressure Chinese pig farming enterprises to downsize and sell off pig farms. Many farms are already vacant. These major pig farmers are suffering such losses, and the situation is even more dire for smaller independent farmers. Numerous videos with the theme "Huge Losses in Pig Farming" are circulating online in China. All the fattened pigs have been sold off, the pigsty is empty, and so is my heart. The sales proceeds aren't enough to cover debts. I dare not share my struggles with my family as they are elderly and unable to help. I have no friends to share my pain with as pig farming has isolated me. I know tears won't solve anything. I know I must be strong, but I'm still just a girl. I've thought a lot these past few days. They will be my last tears because life must go on. I will still pursue my original dream and get through these toughest days and cheer on all pig farmers. Douyin blogger Girl from the South recounted her 2023 losses in a video in October, saying, "This year was a total loss. Prices at 6 or 7 yuan were already a loss, and even when they briefly rose to over 8 yuan, some only broke even, while others made a tiny profit, nowhere near enough to cover the massive losses from earlier in the year." Ali, who owns a farm in Henan, after 2.5 years in the industry, lost nearly 2 million yuan and has completely lost faith in the sector. She had entered the industry happily, left it heartbroken, and is resolutely never returning. In July 2023, Ali said in a video, "Today I returned to the sad place, my pig farm. I came to spray pesticide on corn, but entering the farm, seeing each pen and this corridor covered in lime and caustic soda by my husband for disinfection, what's the point? He's not ready to give up and still wants to continue farming. I already discussed this with him, saying I support whatever industry he chooses, but if he thinks of returning to pig farming, I absolutely won't agree. Don't even think about it. Why won't I let him continue? Because this industry has given us no hope, only disappointment and despair. Over 2 years, we never made a profit, always losing money with each batch. In 2.5 years, we've lost nearly 2 million yuan. How much more can you afford to lose?" Ali said she can't afford to take the gamble anymore. If her husband insists on continuing with pig farming, they face 2 options: divorce or continue farming. It seems that pig farming has indeed utterly broken Ali's heart. A netizen commented, "It's heartbreaking. Pig farming is not easy, and we farmers see no hope." In the late 2010s, an outbreak of African swine fever in China resulted in the death of half of the country's pigs. To this day, African swine fever has become endemic in China, posing a continuous threat to all pig farms, significantly increasing costs for enterprises and farmers, and devastating China's pig farming industry.
Generations of effort, these pigs. 3 generations of my family. My parents gave me money, I put all my own money into this too. Look at them, all weak and dying. And I've even invested my brother's marriage funds into this. What am I supposed to do? I don't even know what to do anymore. These piglets, selling for 50 cents or 1 yuan per kilo, just look.
Douyin user Post-90s Pig Farming Sister said in a December 3, 2023 video, "I'm about to give up on my farming venture. I advise everyone to think of employment first, not entrepreneurship. Everywhere you look, there are shops up for transfer, companies laying off employees, more delivery people than those ordering deliveries, more drivers than passengers. When everyone is tightening their belts for the winter, you choose the path of entrepreneurship. I know it's tough to accept. I struggle too, but there are many more who are worse off. Look at those who started businesses, especially in farming. None of them are content, but the reality is a harsh teacher. Many have gone from driving BMWs to riding scooters, from Mercedes to simpler cars, from suits to not even affording shorts." With tears in her eyes, she continued, "I know you don't want to bow to fate, but it's better than losing everything. If you go against the tide with the last of your resources, even if you succeed, what about your family members? Think carefully. You're not smarter, more capable, or richer than others. All you have is reckless bravery, which is not admirable at all." As a major pork-consuming country, China consumes half of the world's pork each year. Large-scale agricultural conglomerates have quietly entered this industry and rapidly modernized, but their excessive expansion in pig farming has led to continuous declines in pork prices and current low demand. Analysts believe that the current plight of China's pig farming industry is the result of the Chinese authorities' fear of pork price fluctuations, encouraging a significant increase in the breeding inventory. In China's Consumer Price Index, CPI, food accounts for over 30%, making it the largest component of the CPI. Pork is particularly crucial within the food category, so controlling pork prices can effectively manage inflation figures from a data perspective. A report by mainland media Red Star News on January 3, 2024, stated that with the sustained low pork prices, the days are getting tougher for pork enterprises. Companies like Muyuan Foodstuff, as a representative of the pig farming industry, are eagerly awaiting the next rise in prices. In addition to the above reasons, the worsening economy and people's lack of disposable income could also explain why demand for pork is increasingly sluggish in China, a major pork-consuming nation. An article titled "This Generation of Young People Snacking on Leftovers" appeared on the Chinese internet on August 13, 2022. It detailed how young people, in their quest for snack freedom, have been seeking out snack brand manufacturers, buying near-expiry foods, and recently gravitating toward leftover snacks. Among them, a Gen Z girl named Zitong is part of the young crowd seeking snack freedom. To achieve this, she often shops at near-expiry discount stores and has long added brand snack manufacturers to her favorites list. It wasn't until the end of 2021 that Zitong discovered many bloggers recommending leftover snacks on social platforms, with promotional slogans boldly claiming cheaper than manufacturers and no difference in quality and taste, which caught her attention. After trying products like broken pea joys, pieces of dried pork, crunchy fruit pieces, and vegetable scraps, and broken pecan kernels, Zitong fell in love with leftover snacks. Leftover snacks refer to the scraps left over from cutting and trimming during food production, like jerky bits, ham ends, and bread crusts. These are not used in regular products due to their irregular shapes, but their processing and quality are identical to regular products. One of Zitong's favorite snacks is pea joy. However, she couldn't afford the single indulgence, with each 48-gram box priced at 8.9 yuan. It wasn't until she discovered the existence of pea joy's broken leftover pieces that she found a way to achieve the freedom to enjoy pea joy at leisure. After searching online for pea joy broken leftovers, Zitong was delighted to find several sellers offering this product with a 750-gram mixed flavor pack priced at only 60 to 70 yuan, about half the price of the original. She placed an order without hesitation. To her surprise, apart from being broken in pieces, these products tasted almost the same as the regular ones. After enjoying these snacks, Zitong enthusiastically added various snacks like pork jerky, crunchy fruit and vegetables, and other leftover snacks to her cart. Even if snacks like jian jian cui don't have sharp corners, or the pork jerky isn't perfectly shaped, it doesn't matter since these snacks are just for my enjoyment. What matters is they are cheap and delicious. It's observed that on various e-commerce platforms, all kinds of leftover snacks are available, from jerky and ham scraps to bread crusts and broken biscuits. Sellers are attracting consumers with tags like factory wholesale, same as certain brands, and factory prices from the production area. Thus, leftover foods have become a favorite among young people after near-expiry foods. Meng Qi, a woman in her 80s living in Shanghai, first encountered leftover snacks at a cake shop. When she learned about an online seller specializing in tiger skin chiffon cake roll leftovers, she immediately placed an order. She said, "The low price is the main reason I buy them. In a convenience store, a 150-gram bag of tiger skin cake rolls might cost 10 to 20 yuan, but online, 500 grams of tiger skin cake leftovers are only 36.5 yuan. More and more people share Meng Qi's sentiment. Leftover snacks seem to have gradually gained popularity since 2021, with a growing number of businesses specializing in selling these leftover snacks. On Chinese social media platforms like Weibo, Xiaohongshu, Douban, and Douyin, the topic of leftover snacks generates high levels of discussion and viewership, encompassing both positive reviews and criticisms. On Weibo, the topic #leftover snacks are a trap reached a readership of 180 million. On Xiaohongshu, over 70,000 posts related to leftover snacks garnered tens of thousands of views in multiple product review posts. On September 26, 2022, an article by Jiemian News titled "Young People Frantically Save Money by Scrambling for Leftover Food Materials" pointed out that an increasing number of young people are willing to buy leftover food products. Following this trend, in 2023, young people in China became fascinated with Caucasian meals, characterized by their cold, plain, and small-portioned nature. Essentially, these are meals prepared with minimal effort, just enough to survive. Ingredients for these meals are simple, often eaten raw if possible, with seasoning limited to salt, black pepper, mayonnaise, or ketchup. According to online media articles, the term Caucasian meal originated from Chinese netizens living abroad. They shared pictures on social media of their Caucasian colleagues' simple lunches, which included raw carrots and spinach, or even simpler, mushrooms straight out of the package added to wraps. Netizens confirmed that their Caucasian colleagues did indeed snack on raw broccoli, bell peppers, and carrots during lunch. Some netizens reported witnessing the extreme simplicity of Caucasian meals: a bag of lettuce, a slice of ham, and some mustard sauce, a concept astonishing to Chinese netizens accustomed to hot meals. However, Chinese netizens quickly adopted and popularized this eating style, exploring various Caucasian meals as if opening the door to a new world. Many Chinese netizens share their own Caucasian meals online, and the increasing popularity of this trend even caught the attention of the international online community. Some Chinese netizens expressed that their Chinese stomachs struggled with the long-term consumption of such meals. In the past, even in poverty, they made delicious foods like sweet potatoes, baked potatoes, and cornmeal dumplings. Other netizens commented that after enduring Caucasian meals for a while, they were on the verge of tears from hunger and felt life had lost its joy. An article was posted on Zhihu titled, "Is the popularity of Caucasian meals a compromise of taste or stomach?" The author noted that Caucasian meals have won the hearts of many workers, which is understandable given the meager wages in today's job market. The goal of cooking has evolved from seeking deliciousness to simply sustaining life without taking up much time. Recently, the Chinese online recruitment platform Zhaopin released its China Enterprise Recruitment Salary Report for the fourth quarter of 2023, stating that the average salary offered to new employees in 38 core Chinese cities in the fourth quarter of 2023 fell by 1.3% year-over-year to 14,200 yuan, around $1,458. Looking at the salary percentile, the 25th percentile of salaries in these cities is 6,000 yuan per month. The median is 8,166 yuan per month, and the 75th percentile is 12,000 yuan per month. Bloomberg reported that this is the most significant drop since 2016 and marks the third consecutive quarter of wage declines in China, the longest since annual changes were first reported in 2016. In Beijing, salaries have fallen by 2.7% compared to a year ago, shrinking for the fourth consecutive quarter. In the southern metropolis of Guangzhou, wages have dropped by 4.5%. This latest monthly salary data highlights the increasing risk of deflation in China in 2024, adding pressure to the country's economic growth prospects. Due to the sluggish job market, residents may reduce spending and adopt a more cautious consumption attitude, further increasing downward pressure on the CPI. Over the past 3 years, China's CPI data has seen its most significant decline. It's clear that whether it's the plummeting prices of live pigs causing heavy losses for pig farmers, young people scrambling for leftover snacks, or the popularity of Caucasian meals, it all boils down to a simple phrase: without money. As geopolitical tensions between China and Western countries intensify, with a mass exodus of foreign capital from China in recent years compounded by pandemic control policies, China's economy continues to worsen. Entering 2024, China's weakening economic momentum has become one of the most discussed topics in international discourse. Perhaps this is just the start of the hard times for the Chinese people.